party. Hey, yo, well it's the after party. Hey, yo, well it's the after party.
Hey, Monty, well that's AFTA. Party.
AFTA party, party, party.
Hey, well it's the after party.
AFTA party, party, party.
Hey, well it's the after party.
AFTA party, party, party.
Hey, well it's the after party.
AFTA party, party.
You got it,
party.
Yeah.
Hey, with Duty J. Hey, he bring the after party. Hey, for Angel, with Danny, yo, they bring the after party. Hey, DJ Scooter, yo, hey, he bring the after party. Bam, see 40.
Hey, yo, Groove. Yeah, get the ride for.
Hey,
Obsession, baby. Yeah.
AFTA party, party.
Yeah.
AFTA party.
I would like to present to you unfinished business.
We don't know what we made of. The same thing we're afraid of might improve us. So we stay up all night, just lay up and use half of this pay stubs to make moves with. For all of the cars,
Cause it ain't no room in Paris, and we can still fly high and crash it.
just make sure you pass it.
No, you can imagine
Ooh, it's automatic.
the life really is lavish. Yeah.
We don't have to be,
If we stay,
we don't have to leave.
if we go,
We can roll some more.
roll some more.
If we ain't too high,
See eye to eye,
know you feel the rush.
of a simple touch,
Roll some more.
roll some more.
Through some wishing, got me up in your vision. Got me on my knees, you my religion. Speaking tongues all on your body, no one's listening. Talk about all stress and submission, no you different. Can't let no time go wasted. This moment can't replace it. Sitting so down, so lazy. Confidence will fade away.
It ain't no room in Paris, and we can still fly high and crash it.
Just make sure you pass it. Just make sure you pass
Oh,
it.
you can imagine,
You can imagine. It's automatic. It's automatic.
life really is lavish.
We don't have to be.
If we stay,
We don't have to leave.
if we
We can
go,
roll more.
roll some more.
If it ain't too high,
See eye to eye,
you feel the rush.
of a simple touch,
Roll some more.
roll some more.
Let's go, Scout.
I said, hey, baby, what's up? What it do? I've been looking all night, yeah, looking right at you. Trying to spend like all types of time through and through. Yeah, I had your tongue tied when I'm through with you. So, can I get your number? Maybe later summer. I ain't wide left, but I'm gone till November. We can do this one night or make it last forever. Where you going, baby? You ain't gonna come better. Know how to treat you right. I'm just like your dreams. I spit the real on how I feel. Ain't never trying to speak. And there's only one way I'm trying to see you sweat. And that's in and out of something that you never forget. Come on.
No room in Paris, and we can still fly high and crash it.
Just make sure you pass it. Just make sure you pass
No,
it.
you can imagine,
You can imagine. It's automatic. It's automatic.
life really is lavish.
We don't have to be.
If we stay,
We don't have to leave.
if we go,
We can roll some more. Roll some
Yeah. Hey, double B, make them feel the rush. Let's rock.
The guru been Cali. Little some TT. What? But Lord, some honors and T. Come on. What? Yeah, come on. Something. Wow. Come on. Title of it, Black Girl, come on. Strictly for my smokers, and not you fake ass jokers. Strictly for my smokers, hey, and not you fake ass jokers. Strictly for my smokers,
fake ass jokers. Strictly for my smokers. Yeah.
Strictly smoking low. Hey, come on, boom, come on.
Drop on the floor. And little look up in the club off the green ass road. I'm about to let the niggas know. Cause when I step up, I got to keep my rep up, Joe. Steady hitting on the slip.
Merry Christmas, baby. Should you treat me nice? Merry Christmas, baby. Should you treat me nice? You gave me plenty of loving this morning. I feel like I'm in paradise. Feeling mighty fine now. I got music on my radio. Feeling mighty fine now. Got good music on my radio. Yeah, yeah. All right. You know I wanna kiss you, baby. Underneath that mistletoe. Merry Christmas, baby. Sure been sweet this year. My dear. Merry Christmas, baby. Sure been sweet this year. To me, my dear. I got what you've been asking for. So won't you come right over here to me, girl? Santa came down the chimney about 2:45. Left these cards and presents right here for me. Merry Christmas, baby. Sure did treat me fine. Sweet red wine. I ain't had a drink this morning. I'm just as hot as a Georgia pie. Whoa. Merry Christmas, baby. Love sure did treat me fine. Sweet red wine. Merry Christmas, baby. Yeah. Sure did treat me fine. Like sweet red wine. I didn't take a drink this morning. I'm just as high as a Georgia pine.
Walking through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh.
Santa Claus.
Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was staring, not even a mouse. And all the kids from all across the land, watching out, looking out for Santa Claus with all their gifts. You might see them in the Midwest or the East Side or the South Side of the map. But look, Santa Claus sitting the go-go, y'all.
Santa Claus.
Straight to the go-go. Oh, yeah.
Santa Claus.
Straight to the go-go.
Santa Claus.
Straight to the go-go.
Drinking at the house on the Christmas Eve. Rolling up the gifts under Christmas trees. Had a couple drinks and I'm feeling fine. Fireplace burning with the Yuletide. Everything is love on the go-go scene. Mom cooking chicken and collard greens. All I want for Christmas is some green dank. A fresh pair of Adidas and some gangster nights. What you want for Christmas, I'ma wrap it up. It's lime green in the house, the dog Frank, what's up? Everybody drunk off the Christmas cheer, saying very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Santa Claus.
Straight to the go-go. Merry Christmas, baby.
Santa Claus.
Straight to the go-go. Shall do take my life. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He sees you when you're sleeping. Wait a minute, hold up. Steven's ain't got the milk and cookies. She make that, she got the milk and cookies. Christmas is dead, ring, and your kids too young and old, meek in the bone. The Tracy got the eggnog and Henny. And Temperance got the eggnog and Henny. Hark on the bells, sweet silver bells, all in the sleigh, don't get away. Oh, put the kids to bed and let me stuff that stocking. Santa Claus to the go-go, y'all.
Santa Claus.
Straight to the go-go. Merry Christmas, baby.
Santa Claus.
Straight to the go-go. Shall you take my
the happiness in their eyes here. Glad it's Christmas. People caroling into the night. When the snow is falling, there'll be sleigh bells rise tonight. People stumble in the night's warm fire. Glad it's Christmas. Before this day gets on its way, think of how much love we used to give today. And I wonder why we can't give it all every day. There is no reason every season needs love. People really need one another. Man, woman, boy, girl, sister, and brother. We wish to you. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. And for this holiday season celebration, we lift our hand to the Holy Nation. We say thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Happy birthday to your son. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Holidays to you. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. Oh, it's the strength we need. Love is to share.
It's that time of year again. Home for the holidays. Time for spades, red cups, sweet teas, and spiked lemonades. Walk up food looking like it's on a buffet. Let's get it. Hey, let's get it. We got food, got love, got cheer. It's my favorite time of the year. All year, can't wait to see ya. A celebration every time that we wake up. No matter if you're Christian or you're Muslim or you're Jewish. When it comes to loving on your family, yeah, you do it. 'Cause it's the holidays. So love the day, yeah. Over mama house, singing all the Christmas songs. That time. Walk in, showing all my cousins love. That time. Uncle Mike passed down on the couch again. That time. Well, the weather outside is frightful. The rain is so delightful. All the kids are so excited to see all the gifts and presents under the tree. Celebrate with you and me, family. Love and cheers that time of year. Everybody come together. On the table, potato salad and a turkey wing. That time. And the air looking good with the collard greens. That time. Hit the stash and you know we doing anything. That time.
This is the one and only DJ Scooter on the mix.
It's the best time of the year for me. When I get
DJ Scooter on the mix.
I get a spark in my heart for my family around. Yeah. Send me a text when you coming into town. Hey, can't wait to see my cousins. You know how we do. Cooking on the grill when the snow set the moon. Bring the summer to the winter for the fam. How you doing? What's been up, nothing new, man? I ain't seen you in the blue. We out here spreading love to show. Black Friday up early, waiting at the stove like an old show. You get it, oh. It's all about love, and that's the number one goal. It's something pure, and I'm pretty sure that I ain't got a dime left. But I got gifts for you. Come close if you got something for me. And it's New Year's, and you count down with me. Hey, over mama house, singing all the Christmas songs. That time. Walk in, showing all my cousins love. That time. Uncle Mike back down on the couch again. That time.
the beat right, please. Oh. Hey, well if you spread love, you get love. Happy holiday to ya. The loved ones that we lost, you know that we love you. Always, forever, forever, ever, forever. Well, if you spread love, you get love. Happy holiday to ya. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. Yeah. Man, let me tell y'all something. Ain't nothing like that holiday cook talking about. Man, I remember when grandma and mama, it was so hungry. They come through that potato salad, my child. Man, that stuff in it, turkey wings, candy yams, macaroni and cheese. Hey, oh my God. Man, when they come through with the cabbage and their mama come through with the rolls and she been preparing since November. Pound cake, man. Yeah.
I hate that I remember. I wish I could forget what you did last December. You left my heart a mess. Boy, you blew it. How could you do it? Do it? Yeah. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I give it to someone special. I thought we'd be together, at least that's what you said. I should have known better. You broke my heart again. Boy, you blew it. How could you do it? Do it? Yeah. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Hey, Dominique, I wanna get you up under my Christmas tree. Yes, I wanna tear the boat on and open you up. Surprise, surprise. Bring Jordan gas at this crystal. I love to get you up under my Christmas tree. Under my Christmas tree. I wanna tear the boat on and open you up. Surprise, surprise. Bring Jordan my house.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Hey, look here, hey, Miss Tiffany, I love to get you up under my Christmas tree.
Surprise, surprise. Green Jordan, let's stay cool. I love to get you up under my Christmas tree. Under my Christmas tree. I wanna tear the boat off and open you up. Surprise, surprise. Green Jordan, let it ride. We gonna send a Merry Christmas going out to all our family, fans, and friends, yo. I'm gonna send this out to my kids, Miss Michaela and Gianni. Yes. We gonna do it for all the 124 Swill crew. Can't get about the range, yo.
We sitting back and we having a ball. We sipping on the eggnog while they play our song. A jingle jingle while we trim the trees. Stuffing stockings, wrapping gifts for the kids and me. Tis the season in the holiday. We wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All across the land.
On the first day of Christmas, my baby got from me a lot of Christmas loving and that SOSCD. We took it to a party later than once they heard the beat. They felt that go-go rhythm and they started to pump your go-go music.
We gon'
Music.
we gon'
Christmas, I gotta pump your go-go music.
we gon'
Music.
we gon'
Christmas, you gotta pump your go-go music.
we gon'
Music.
we gon'
Christmas, you gotta pump your go-go music.
we gon'
Music.
we gon'
Christmas, this Christmas.
This be the kind of Christmas that I like. Getting gifts all day and party all night. I'm looking good from the gifts that I got.
Where'd you get
Check me out, you know I got a lot. A pair of Gucci shoes and some ice on my rock. Some pretty BB jeans from my Naomi Campbell walk. Eat and drink good till about 10 o'clock. Get ready cause I'm headed to the go-go spot. We gon', we gon'.
Christmas. Checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.
All right, now we're gonna send this one out to my girl Candy, and also do it on down for Boogie too. And can't forget about Shawnee and One and the rest of that crew now. Also do it on down for Turtle, and can't forget Shelly and Toy too, and our whole Stonebridge crew right there now.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows when you've been mad up, so be good for your blessing. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.
All that 605 crew, yeah, and also Demo D too. Can't forget about Tasha, yes indeed, she showed up now to get on down now. And also all that 4th Street crew, yes indeed. Good to see you over here. Also
Got that soul, we got it. Coming from the city, baby. So great.
We run it up, we turn it Now break it down.
Love, soul, right.
Feel the love in your soul. So break it down.
Love, soul, right.
It's Friday night. We're doing it right. Now break it down.
Love, soul, right.
Got the LSC. Come groove with me, yo.
We got the vibes in the room, let me grab your attention. LSC, we about to give you something different. We did it on our own, we made it our way. When everybody went commercial, we stayed in our own lane. Yeah, we got the love so bright, still whipping in the kitchen, keep it funky, let it stay. And all y'all talking about this out there, but every year we still breaking this right here. We got it, got that love. We got it, got that soul. We got it. Coming from the city, baby. We got it, got that love. We got it, got that soul. We got it. Coming from the city, baby.
Soul, right.
We burn it up. We turn it up. Yo, now break it down.
Love, soul, right.
You feel the love in your soul? Come on, now break it down.
Love, soul, right.
It's Friday night. We're doing it right. Now break it down.
Love, soul, right.
Got the LSC. Come through with me, yo.
Talk about the crank, not to mention. Look at how we took it to a whole nother dimension. Now look at the extension that we done went global. How you call us local when you're still in our flow though? Hey, well that's 99 cents plus tax. LSC, love soul crank facts. Hey, well that's 99 cents plus tax. LSC, man, bring the beat back.
Break you all right. We won't stop until the daylight. LSC until the sunrise. All night. Coming from the city, baby, all night. We won't stop until the daylight. LSC until the sunrise, all night. Coming from the city, baby.
T-minus 30 seconds.
When it's the after party.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Yo, when it's the after party. Yo, when it's the after party.
9,
Hey, Martin,
8,
well, that's
7,
AFTA.
5,
Party.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Negro with that Creole maker Texas. I like my baby hair with baby hair and afro. I like my Negro lumberjack with brown nostrils. Burn on the money, but they can't take the country on me. I got hats off of my bag. Listen. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. 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 'Cause I'm slay. Listen, if you fuck me good, I take you back to the laughter. If you fuck me good, I take you back to the laughter. If you hear it right, I might take no J's on the chopper. If you hear it right, I might take no ride on the chopper. If you like some phone on the radio station, might get some sunlight on the radio station. You just might be a black, you get it from Vegas. Hey, I just might be a black, you get it from Vegas. Catch my fly in my coffee press. I'm so reckless when I rock my Givenchy dress. I'm so possessive when I rock it, Rebecca sense. My daddy Alabama, Mama Louisiana. You mix that Negro with that Creole, make your dressing better. I like my baby hair with baby hair and afro. I like my Negro lumberjack with brown nostrils. Burn all the money, but they can't take the country out. Hey, I got hot sauce in my bag, sweat. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Show me you got the coordination. Slay triple
T-minus 30 seconds.
When it's the after party.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Yo, when it's the after party. Yo, when it's the after party.
9,
Hey, Monty, when that's
7,
AFTA.
5,
Party.
4, 3, 2, 1.
When it's the after party.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, you are.
It is us.
With ooh.
It is us.
We got the AAAA on.
We got
What's
the
going on?
AAAA.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know. We good though.
Listen, I don't know. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I don't. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We live, we direct. Right up in here.
Live from Southeast Maryland.
Listen, when you say that, boy, you better know that is really what is going on this side of town.
That means you better watch your head. Pause.
No, watch it.
Really watch it when you come out here.
You gotta watch your front end.
Your head better be on a swivel when you're on this part of town.
Oh,
especially at this time.
That gotta be Gigi over there. Who echoing? That's your phone?
My phone was
That ain't Scooter. Scooter, you muted.
my phone ain't even
Oh, she said that's Scooter. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you come on this side of town, man. There's always something. I don't even like sending my kids to the store, man. Like, good God Almighty. I told my son about to be 18 years old. He went outside the other day. I told him, no, I ain't tell him. Wife told him, she was like, all right, see you at 7.
7 is still dark, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
7 o'clock. When I was 18, you know what time I was coming in the house?
When the street lights came on.
18? You tripping. Girl.
At 18? You was out? You was out?
18, bro.
Oh, you did say 18.
Yeah.
Man, some people, some parents, you gotta respect that rule. You gotta be in 12 o'clock.
No, that's not what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying times was
18.
different. It was what is that? Who got this shit up? Whose equipment is on?
It's gotta be one of you fellas.
It's not out.
Not me.
Anyway, 18, like the shit I was doing at 18. Not all my shit either, bro. The shit I was doing at 18, or things that was going on at 18 years old. There was a lot going on in our world or whatever, but
a lot,
bro. A lot.
I don't even know if my mic on.
It's all right. I don't know if it's mine or not, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah. It ain't coming from here because you muted. But anyway, it's a lot. It was a lot going on, but it's just seemed different now. It's a different time. I don't know. Like, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. My kid is green. No, my kid is green. He green. So me at 18 was a different him at 18. You know, I knew what was going on out here in the world, in the streets, in terms of everything. Like, I was high school kite at 18. I knew when to smoke, when not to smoke, drink, all that. Like, he ain't never did none of that. And he's just green. So his information is all coming from the wrong places. The information that they're getting is all coming from social media. And
was he sheltered?
Who?
The son.
The shelter? Ain't nobody going outside. You know?
That's shelter.
There's no kids outside. They in the house. It's no outside.
Now all the kids is in the house.
That's one killer. But for the most part, the regular dad is
they in the house and they've been in the house on the game. And, they just don't. They just not. I don't know. They're just not out there like we was out there. They're not out there like I was.
We didn't have these PS5s.
Yeah, no, we did. We had all that.
I ain't have all that.
I mean,
when I was a kid, I ain't have all that.
Had all that. It was the same. Like I say,
I had a Nintendo.
The difference is the honest. I just think the difference is.
Oh, what?
A Nintendo.
We was outside.
Okay.
What you thought I said?
I thought you said agenda.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, they did have a Sega Genesis.
That sounds gay. No homo. I'm just agendas. That sounds like some sort of device.
They had Sega Genesis back then.
They had all that.
And Nintendo, I ain't had none of that shit.
I mean, that's on you. That's
I was an unspoiled only child.
That's sad. Sad case.
I know.
Sad. I had it all.
Sad me.
Sad G. But yeah, man. So it's like we saw it all. We got a chance to experience it all. We had a chance to make a choice, and I feel like they just don't have that many choices, that many options.
They don't have no choices because we had, when we was growing up, because all of us in the same age bracket.
You older than all.
We had programs.
You older than all of us, bro.
Man, shut the hell up. You know what I'm talking about.
No, he's not. I'm older than both of them.
No, but we had PAL leagues. We had rec centers.
Right.
We had all of that shit. We used to have. I don't know. We used to have Saturday fun time when we used to go to different, like the zoos and all of that shit. They'd have cut all of that shit out.
Yeah. Back then, parents, back in my day, parents putting their kids in after school.
Parents young as shit now, though.
They don't have none of that shit no more.
Everybody young, mom young, grandma young. Things change, values change.
Ballet, tap.
You start not wanting to do your kids like you were done.
Ask me if I can do any of that shit.
Hell no. So the values change a little bit, right?
You stop. She ain't doing none of that.
You stop trying to. You say, well, I'm not gonna do my kids like that. You try to give them a little bit more leniency, and then you wind up with shit like this.
Parents allowing their kids to raise themselves.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Making their own meals at a young age.
I mean, it got to that point because. I guess when we was coming up, grandma was raising a lot of us, right? Oh yeah. So now, and grandma was really,
home from school,
but grandma was really grandma.
Ready.
Grandma started getting
Big
young as
Mama
shit.
was Big Mama.
So grandma started getting young as shit. Now she don't have that same time. because
Grandma is 36 now.
She's still out in the streets,
Yeah,
so to speak. Young and still, the kids still out in the streets.
Oh,
so
grandma. Grandma.
that's them people that don't want.
But it's
My kids is grown. I ain't think of it.
but these parents nowadays, and I was just talking to somebody on another podcast that I was a guest on. We was talking about that, and we was talking about youth football. How youth football is like steadily declining. It ain't fun no more because you got all these young ass parents now. You got parents that's 17 and got a 5 or 6 year old now, 18 years old, 5 or 6 year old.
Right.
Trying to tell a coach what to do. But these young parents too busy trying to be their kids' best friend instead of their parent. That's why all of this shit is going on out in the street. These kids,
when it comes to sports and you got a young parent,
that shit don't mix.
They're sore losers. They're more sore losers than the kids are.
Everybody ready to run to the car and pop the trunk.
They want to pop the trunk.
Over
a football game. You're gonna get your kid kicked out the league. You can get a lifetime banishment. The kid ain't gonna play no more. So who gonna lose?
Time to get the gap.
The kid is gonna lose at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. That's the world we live in, man. But everybody can't be a quarterback. Everybody can't be a running back. Everybody can't score a touchdown. You get in where you fit in. But the world we live in now, man, these parents got to go to parenting school, man, before they have these fucking kids. Because it's like
that ain't happening.
They lost. These kids is lost.
Definitely.
I mean, all the way left. They all the way left.
It's crazy out here. The crazy part about it being about me even saying it's crazy out here is like I haven't lost touch with what's going on out here. So I so
as long as you keep your kids close to you, that's a good thing.
But I'm saying
I haven't
being as though I haven't lost touch with what's going on.
Right.
And I can look out here and be like, damn, young, it's crazy as shit
fucked
out
up.
here. Like
it's fucked up out here.
I don't even want my kids to go to the store. Like I got a kid picture that's still in my building right now. Rest in peace to the little youngin' that got killed. He wouldn't. My daughter went to school with him. My daughter knew him. You know what I'm saying? So that's right. He lived right around the corner. Like when I say right around the corner, like the next street, bruh. So the shit. I hate where I live at. You know.
Right.
You know. So it's crazy the shit that your kids gotta go through, and when your kid get into an altercation and you want to tell your kid, fuck that, you go back and you but then you be like, you know what, it's crazy out here. Like,
right. Back in the day, kids get into an altercation, you better go back out there and whip his ass, or I'm gonna whip your ass. Now it's, you know what, just let it go.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just let, because your kid may not come back.
Yeah. It is.
See where I'm from, it's not the teenagers, it's the kids before the teenagers that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Them the ones out here killing, not the teenagers. Right, you got 10, 11, 12-year-olds that's millionaires from where I'm from. I mean, and it's hey y'all, it's fucked up out here. It's real fucked up out here. And it's I don't know, because it's just sad, because you growing up, you knew it. I mean, it was messed up when we was growing up. I mean, it was bad when we was growing up. The murder rate was way higher than what it is now.
Oh, murder capital. When that was
way, I mean, it was way higher than what it is now. But we got to understand that us, our generation, we the last of a dying breed. And that song is true. I mean, we the last ones that learned what it is to live. These kids, the next generation after us, maybe the generation after the next generation, they lost. They lost. Because they only way out is the streets, and the streets don't love you. But once the streets grab hold of you, it's a wrap.
Definitely don't love you, man. People claim the streets so much. I still see people claiming the streets.
And it don't belong to them.
50 years old to go with big jeans on, like dirty
shop bag
Timbs,
jeans.
and they want to rush the front and scream out some street or some neighborhood. I just be looking, and this, I understand, but it's just, I just be looking like they get so upset when you don't immediately like acknowledge them, and I'm just like, y'all niggas is still living like that, still doing like that, like.
And some of us can't even go back to where we
Like,
from
like
because it's so wild.
Father out
Right
here.
Right.
I'm not talking about no somebody
Right.
who's 25 and he's too old to be doing that. I'm talking about somebody who's legitimately like 47, face mugged up, man.
For what?
Because he ain't screaming out the street.
I need tall niggas to
Probably
realize
don't
that
even.
y'all can't. We women can't see over
Probably
you.
don't even own a house on that.
Nobody, y'all are tall. Get in the back. Tall motherfuckers in the back.
We don't own nothing unless it's our own. If it's not your house or your townhouse or condo or car or whatever the hell it is, it's not yours.
I mean, I understand people loving where they from.
It does, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I got a tattoo on my side right here. That's Capitol Heights. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. That's saying a lot.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
But I'm not about to like.
You're not bogarting your way to the front,
I'm
yelling
not pushing
out
past the ladies.
Oh, man, I'm not.
Like I always say, if you get past me, because I'm too far. If you get past me, and you're not a lady, if you get past me, you are way too far. Like if you got to come bump and bow past, you are way too. I'm so close.
You're doing too much.
I'm so close. My
You're
drink
doing
on
too
the
much. stage.
Like you, like back up, bro. But anyway, I digress. It's back to these kids and just the way of life right now. It's just different. I
different.
hope it doesn't continue. Because everything is full circle. So at some point it caps off, I believe, and then So
I don't think this cycle of life is gonna cap
I mean, that's
off.
probably how they felt about us when we started. We was in the
Man,
carjacking
it's-
era and all that shit like that. So
Because you gotta understand these kids that's involved. I'm gonna just keep using youth football as a segue, so to speak. You got all of these kids in front of them, 13, 14 years old. They already smoking weed, and then they see the next group of youngers that's 9 and 10. They looking at the 13, 14-year-olds. Say that's what I'm gonna do when I get up there.
I'm gonna say
some of them anyway, not all of them. Some of them.
I'm gonna say something.
So they do what they
and
say.
Ask both of y'all a question.
What?
And it's a hard pause. It's a hard truth question, and it's a fucked up question I have to answer in a second. But it's like for the most, a lot of people I know can answer this yes without they needing a thought, and it's sad. Like,
Right.
You know somebody you know somebody to kill somebody?
Yeah.
You know somebody to kill somebody? Ain't that fucked up? And we all do. Like, think about that. It's just 3 people sitting in this room, and all 3 of them know someone. I didn't ask you if you know multiple people, because I know multiple, but we all know somebody that has killed, not somebody that has been killed, because a lot of people can say that as well. But no, we know someone who actually killed.
Right.
So that's a lot, bro. Like the things that we have seen as youths and as adults growing up, we should really be like traumatized somewhere. I know I should be, because I done seen some shit, up close, personal, far back, or maybe not up close and personal, just emotionally, So we should really be fucked up with the shit that we don't handle and we don't get addressed properly. And we walk around with all this shit on our mind,
right,
and all this shit on our chest. You know what I mean?
That's why
In
so
our
many
heart.
black folk are bipolar.
It's crazy, huh?
Because they don't get the help they need.
Sad,
Right.
but it's true.
Like I know it's a lot of shit I don't even deal with. Like I just don't even. I deal with it, but I don't even outwardly let it.
You deal with it, but you don't deal with it. Because
I don't want
it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. So it's just I don't
When
know.
COVID hit, that was too much. Listen, I was like, I am so happy that I do not have young children, that I have to decide whether or not my kids are vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? My kids are adults, so they can make their own decisions on whether they want to get vaccinated.
What you
But
would have
now,
done
huh?
if your kids was young?
Listen, ain't no.
I mean, it's
what
just your opinion. I can't judge you on that.
And I can't give you what I would have done because I will never be in that situation. I was never put in that situation. So I don't know what I would have done. That would have been a hard choice. I would have had to write out the pros and cons. I would have definitely done major deep diving research to figure out what's what and what I need to do for the betterment of my children. But I'm just happy I didn't have to be one of them parents that had to make that decision. And then you got schools basically telling you if you don't get them vaccinated, they can't come back to school. They can't be in school.
Yeah.
They can't even go to school on the fucking internet when they're not even in school. Yeah. We're not even in getting the freaking
I got both of my shots. I caught COVID a year later though.
You caught COVID, country ass.
I caught COVID later. I caught it a year later.
Say one word.
Vaccine
COVID.
is a vaccine. A vaccine is not an end all be all. It's just a medicine that slows down the progression of the growth of the.
No, that's not what the definition.
That's what I went to school for. So that's what
there
it
you
is.
go. There they go.
I mean, it's to each his own. I mean, you define it. I mean, you look at it the way you want to look at it, but it's everybody's choice to go get vaccinated. I'm following the doctor's lead. Everybody do what they want to do.
I understand what you was taught, right? But if someone who's not in the medical field,
right?
If I look up, Google even the definition of vaccine, right? Please, sir, tell me what that says.
Their job is to write that. I know what it is.
Tell me what it says.
He said that's their job, Gigi. You're not gonna tell that man. That man
stimulate. Stimulate means to slow down.
What does that say?
Stimulate the production. Stimulate means to
the
slow.
man's a medical professional. What
does that say?
It's a stimulate.
Got my glasses on. You say stimulate one more time. You trying to turn somebody on?
Stimulate.
What's going on?
It's just like when you smoke weed, it slows.
A substance used to stimulate the production of antibodies and provide
thing I just
immunity
said.
against one of several diseases.
Immunity.
Huh?
The word immunity is in there, right?
Yeah.
That's false pretext.
Stimulate.
Because you still got
Google, y'all are giving
you
false
still have to
pretext.
get a flu shot every year. And
Okay.
that's a vaccine.
That's coming from
Here y'all go off topic.
Yeah, let's get back on topic.
Y'all done hopped all on COVID.
I'm sorry.
Pause that.
On COVID.
COVID.
But now we was talking about the youth and just I don't want to dive too deep and too far into that, but it's
everything we're going to do nowadays is a lot. I mean,
it's all the circle though. It's all the circle.
All of that shit.
It's just like anything that we do, just like clothes, just like life. This is all the circle. The same thing we're going through now with the shit that we went through when we were younger. It's just coming back slightly different in a different form, either a little bit more tapered, a little bit more wider, just like clothes. Just a little different. Same shit, different day. You can kind of handle it the same way. Just a little different.
And the issue is like, how do you even try to begin?
You got to start with your you start with your own.
You know what I mean? Because
start with your own.
Yeah, at this point, these kids are so have been raising themselves to the point where they're so disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's
giving so much.
You just trying to speaking
babying
to them,
them so much,
If you even speak to them, it's like you know what I'm saying. They rude.
I had to tell my son something the other day. He never said to me, I don't never use the N word, and I don't even use that word. But I had to tell my son the other day, listen, I don't know who you think you are, but I'm that nigga. Like, stop playing with me.
Right.
Like, I'm that nigga.
I put on a post maybe like 2 months ago. And man, this girl I went to school with, We was going back and forth like all fucking day long. And the post was about when are we gonna stop babying the kids that belongs to us. And she said that she will protect her kid by any means. But the premise of my post was, if you know that your kid out here doing dirt or out here fucking off in the streets and all of that, out here shooting and robbing and selling drugs and all of that shit, how would you react? How would you react to that? Everybody here got kids. Would you send them that? Would you turn them in if they out here?
Like I said, you never when you think you know what you're going to do until you actually are faced with that situation, and then things are handled differently because the reality settles in. You know, reality settles. That's like when my daughter came home.
Reality set in. That's
told me she was
right.
That's like when my daughter came home and told me she was pregnant. You think you know what you're going to do, and you think you know what you're going to say, but now it's real. So you
real.
Yeah, you handle things a little bit differently. Hey, I see Mr. OMG just stepped into the building. You ain't got to sit over there. Come on over here, sir.
Yeah, you ain't got.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. No, it's
we just jump in the conversation.
Like that coat. What size is that coat, sir? You can come right on over here, bro.
Yeah.
Man, you sent it my email now?
I sent it to your Facebook inbox.
Okay.
But yeah, if I believe at that point in time, if I knew any of my daughters, because I got all daughters, if I knew any of my daughters was out here cutting up and just to say shooting and all that, their ass is going to jail.
You send them to jail?
They're going to jail.
You saying that?
You got to right your wrong.
You got to right your wrong.
That's what the Bible says. If you believe in the Bible, you got to do the right thing.
You can't put the Bible. People put the Bible. You put the Bible on everything.
2, 1, 2.
If you believe in it, why not?
You want this? You want this one? It match your outfit better.
I want to be like y'all, man. I'm gonna get you. Call me. I'm gonna be.
Maddie rubbed his stomach like a pregnant lady.
He rubbed like a grandfather. That's
that what it was?
Yeah.
2, 1, 2. Oh, there we go.
I got you.
Oh, I'm live.
Yeah.
Camera up there.
Where's that?
Also, if you want, actually, I do. I need you to. I want to send you the link so you can get your own camera, so I can put you on the screen. Move this on, G. Oh, I'll move this one, and
okay.
Let's stop playing.
Gotta take my flip.
Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Spanky has entered the building.
What's going on, man? Look, hey, I'm happy, man. I got a phone call. This man asked me to come on the show.
Spanky,
y'all don't call me. Nobody calls me.
We always tell you.
No, I never hear you say it.
You don't need no invitation.
Yeah, you say that, but you can't just.
Anytime you got to ride past this way every day to get home.
You stalking?
We live in the same area.
No, that man location.
But
nah,
I mean, anytime, any free time is.
It feels a certain way when you feel wanted. That's with anything in life. And you know what I'm saying, and to be asked to come and do, radio where in the place where I started. Right. This should be the house that Spanky built.
That's why I call it.
This should be the house that Spanky built. But I love seeing people, do this, man, and keep it going. So whenever I get a phone call,
I'm a full circle nigga.
Man, listen.
And I said I can't be up here. I need to call Spanky.
This guy.
I'm serious, bro.
I'm fucking with you.
I was going to tell Nas. I was going to hit Nazi too.
Man, listen. I ain't been up here since I quote unquote retired.
He really dark skin. You see him sweating?
Man, look, I ain't been up here since I retired, man. It feel good to be back up here, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all still continuously doing y'all thing, man. And anytime I can help,
man.
Anytime I can help anything, man. But I'm ready to be OMG tonight.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to go here. I got some stuff I get off my
That's why you here.
Yeah, because it's a lot.
We go. I'm gonna ask you the question that we was just talking about when you walked in. If you got kids, right?
Yes, I do.
If you knew any of your kids was out here cutting up, shooting, robbing, and they caught a body, this, that, and the third.
You ain't asking me all of my kids.
It's the same thing.
Shooting, robbing, they caught a body.
It's the same thing.
My thing is this. You're not going to be looking at me like I can't control my child or I didn't teach my child home training or
Right,
manners or right
right.
or wrong and all this other stuff. So if my son out here doing that wild stuff, and I know you are, first of all, I'm gonna be the first. I'm gonna get you before they get you. I'm gonna go ahead because I would rather for you to go ahead and sit down and do that time than these niggas get back at you. I can
Because
watch you
eventually
grow
that's
from-
what's gonna
that's
happen.
what's gonna happen. It's the law of the land. It's the what is it? The law of
The
the land.
law of the street.
Yeah, it's what's gonna happen, and it makes it even better if it's a reward.
Right.
You know, but parents need to be held accountable.
You know, you can't see.
Parents need to be held accountable. They do, because you're not going to tell me you don't know what your 14-year-old son is doing at 2:00 in the morning if he's not in the house.
He shouldn't be out there at 2:00.
Exactly. And but you have a lot of these parents that are acting in denial.
Right.
They're living in denial.
Right.
And the sad part about it is that's a white thing. That's a white parent disease. But us black parents are starting to act in denial, like, no, that my baby wouldn't do. How do you know? So I tell people,
Where is
this
he?
all the time.
Ask them, where is he at 2:30,
in
3
the
o'clock in the
morning?
morning?
Why he not sleep like you should be? But this is what I tell people all the time: the biggest decisions your kids make, you won't be around when they make it. Think about that for a minute.
Right.
The biggest decision, whether it's your daughter having sex, your son having sex, drugs, whatever the case may be, you will not be there when they make that decision to do that. That's one of the biggest decisions in their life, and we as parents will not be there when they make that decision. So when they make whether it's right or wrong, we won't be there. So it's up to us to teach them the right way.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Now we can teach them the right way, and they can still go left. So do you still blame yourself as a parent? Are you still like, well, I told my daughter everything. I got one daughter, she's 9. I can tell her everything, but at the end of the day,
Why are you telling her a 9-year-old everything?
no, you listen to what I'm saying. I can tell her everything. I can tell her everything, but at the end of the day, if she wants to do this, she gonna do it. If she's curious enough, regardless of what I tell her, she gonna do it. Your son, if everybody outside, they want to go outside.
Right.
You telling them that ain't the best choice for you.
Think about that. Think about that before it happens.
Man, look. So as parents, we need to be held. We need to be held accountable. We need to be held accountable. We need to let our kids know that we know what y'all doing. But some of these parents want to live in denial.
Yeah, they do.
And it's sad because the longer you live in denial, the more you don't get the help your child needs. But I'm here though.
But we as parents need to do better. Not all of us, some of us. Probably like 90.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
lot.
90. That's all
a lot.
of it.
That's
because
a lot.
it's a lot of people. It's a lot of kids out here fucking up.
Yeah, daily.
And it's not our age no more. It used to be our age when we was growing up.
Right.
It was our age bracket. But now it's teenagers, and we know that. We all know that. So
Do you blame the environment?
I blame the music.
You blame the music.
They listen to rap music. They listen to rap.
You blame the
They gonna
music.
listen to that. They gonna listen. They go. These kids do what they see. And they try to live that shit out. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Because they gonna do
The choices that they make, they make like I said.
Well, guess
But
what?
when
You
you
can-
when you
when you
tell
tell
your
your
son, right? If you tell your son, if you go home today and tell your son not to get on my internet no more, he gonna find a way to do it when you turn your back.
It's what they do.
So that's still the parental issue.
No, because they choose to do it.
We can't be around our kids.
Yes.
We can't police them 24
Yes, and
hours.
so that is still a parental issue. If
These
your
kids are-
parent, if you, I don't give a fuck what the reasoning is.
Mhm.
I ain't said it's your fault. You relax. I said it's a parental issue.
How-
What's the issue then? Tell me what the issue is.
I didn't say.
Yeah,
I
how
knew
is
what
the issue? How is
No,
it?
you say if it's a parental
How
issue.
is it a parental issue?
Tell me.
Meaning that's something that's a parent.
Uh-huh.
You gotta figure that shit out.
How
You
when
might-
they doing
you
it
may-
at school?
I didn't say you could,
Okay.
but it's still a parental issue though, right?
No,
If
if
your
you
child-
I gotta
if your-
throw the
if
shield
you
on you
tell
on
your
that one,
if
man.
you
I
tell
gotta
your
throw the
son
man.
if you tell your son 3 million times
Uh-huh.
not to go outside,
Okay.
and every time you get off of work he outside,
Mm-hmm.
it's not your fault. He chose to
I
do
didn't
that.
say
yeah.
fault.
So what is the issue? You using the word
The issue
Yeah, you
is
using
the
parental
issue is your child ain't listening to you.
Okay.
So it's not your
It's
fault.
not your
I didn't
fault.
say fault.
It's
I never went that
it's no
far.
longer a parental issue when he
No,
chooses
it's not.
to do
Definitely
what he
not.
wants to do.
Well, a kid gonna always
So it's not an issue.
choose to do what they want to do. It's just that they're choosing to listen to their parent, and some are choosing not to. You still
who are
choosing.
raising
Right.
our kids for real? Social media.
I said that.
Social
Right
media.
before
Yeah,
you
they
walked
doing what
in.
they see.
I said
They
that's the
doing what
problem.
they see.
Yeah.
I said the problem is that's where they getting all the advice from. That's where they learn everything from.
Man, they
Social
getting
media,
that.
they get
They,
their own
on
information.
They are
they getting
horrible
that shit
dressed.
from the music, man.
They see
Whatever
these
these
movies
rappers-
and these videos, and they got all
Right.
these guns that you supposed
Right.
to can't hold with two hands.
Why
and-
didn't I get it from the R&B singers?
I mean, they could get it from Chris
I
Brown.
just want to know
and
why that they
all
all
them
Verse
guys.
48.
For
For
what?
what?
For
For
what?
what?
So that's what they
see.
Right.
And because they see it,
That's what
they
they
want to
live.
live it.
They wanna
But
live
they
it.
don't understand everything has a cause and effect. Everything has a consequence to everything.
and
And they're just not, they don't care about it, or they just not willing to think that it can't become reality.
But we
I like the second one.
with the
What's
Sir
it?
reality.
Yeah, because
Eventually,
you're
you're
going to
going
get caught
doing
doing
whatever it is
whatever.
you're doing. You know what I'm saying? History has proven that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, just like that man just got caught, he was living a life somewhere in Ohio or somewhere.
Who that?
Black guy. He was on the run for like 37 years or some shit like
When he
that.
married the lady and had kids.
Right.
Yeah, I read about that.
Right.
Got caught in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He thought it was sweet. Eventually, it's gonna catch you.
And did somebody run into him that remembered him? That's how it was.
I think
Because he slipped up.
he slipped up.
Yeah, he
sometime,
slipped up. I
man.
think somebody
I
ran
forgot.
into him that remembered him and said called his name and all that other type of stuff. So yeah, we are in a world right now where social media is raising our kids. Guns are at an all-time
Technology.
easily accessible now.
We can already get those Spank.
I mean, it's more easily acceptable because did you know you can go down Memphis right now and go in any gun store and buy a gun, no question asked. Memphis has the worst gun law in the United States of America. You can go down there right now and walk in a gun store and go out and come out with a gun. No gun. You don't need nothing but an ID. They don't care where you're from. Memphis has the worst. Look it up. It's the worst gun law in America. The worst. And if I'm a kid looking to get a gun,
Because as soon as you cross state lines, that motherfucker get caught with it. That's for your
I mean,
that's a chance
that's
you
a
take.
chance you're gonna take. But if you know if you're gonna go down and get you an army gun and no questions asked, you're gonna take that chance every time. If that's what you want to be about, if that's what you choose to be about,
right?
But that's what and it's sad that these little youngers, that's the life they live in, right? Now I'm not saying we didn't have that situation growing up in the late 80s, early 90s. I would be wrong if I said that, but it's at an all-time high.
This is retarded.
It's at an all-time mass shootings at a severe all-time high.
I was just telling them that it was wild when we was growing up. In the 80s and 90s, we had 500, 400, 500 murders every year.
Yes.
But it's less now, but it's more out there because of social media and the news.
Do you think it has numbed America?
Hell yeah. Because all these mass shooting, all these people getting killed at one time, it's crazy.
I think that it's no shock value anymore.
Because it's happening so much.
It's happening so much, it's no shock value. Nobody is surprised by it no more. I mean, even now with the Walmart thing, you know what I'm saying? It's no, oh my God. It's just, oh, guess what happened? You know, and when you get to that level of response and reaction, we in trouble.
Yeah, it's
that Walmart thing. Wasn't that a white man though?
no black guy.
Black guy?
First time. That's the first time I heard that.
Manager at night.
Oh, the Walmart. I was thinking about the other situation, the state trooper. The state trooper that went down south and got caught up.
Oh.
He was a
I
white
haven't
guy.
seen.
He was from up here.
I haven't seen a fight in like 9 years. I haven't seen a fight in 9 years, like a real good. I hate you, you hate me, fight. Because everybody pistol heavy.
Everybody gonna run to that car.
Yeah, everybody's pistol heavy. And when you have that mentality,
because they don't know how to fight.
Of course they don't know how to fight. Who gonna teach you?
I don't think it's that they know how they don't know how to fight and they don't want to lose.
I just had a flashback.
I done been.
I just had a flashback. I didn't see.
I'm not saying I haven't. I'm saying I haven't seen one, and I ain't been involved in nothing. But guess what? I wasn't quick to go run to the car. We gonna wreck right here. You know.
You didn't even have to go to the car.
Go fight with them.
You didn't have to go to the car.
Saturday. We see you next week.
No, you did go to the car. Did you go to the car?
No, I was upset.
No,
but look,
this wasn't
got out of character.
Coming up, they know my father. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When it was time for them to get back in school, some of them used to come to my house and ask my father to get them back in school. Shit like that.
Do you think, as adults now, that we are not relatable to the kids, to these youth?
I'm definitely probably not relatable, especially the boys.
I guess you think that's a gap that is the reason why the kids don't. Not I don't want to use the word not respect, but feel like we don't understand them because we're not relatable to the way they're living now.
Yeah, we're definitely not relatable.
It's always that
young men, who's ever influencing these young men now.
Rap music,
all that gay shit. Not again, nothing against gay people, but all that shit that's on TV.
They don't respect women. Period.
100%.
Even when you just try and talk to them, like the little young men in my neighborhood, they don't even live in my neighborhood, but they come around my neighborhood, play football or whatever. And my grandkids was outside, and the language that they were using, I said something. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, hey, young, do that. I ain't do all that. Excuse me. Can I talk to you for a second? You know what I'm saying? My grandkids is out here. Y'all watch your language.
What? Watch my language? What you fuck with your grandkids, old lady?
That's the sad part.
That what they said?
They didn't say that, but
they said that, but they didn't say
it. You're gonna get because it's no. What's the word I'm looking for? It's no. I don't want to use the word respect, but that's what it is.
It ain't no structure.
It's definitely ain't no structure.
Ain't no structure.
We don't have no leaders. You know, we don't have nobody. And I'm not saying we don't. We don't see the ones that are stepping up because there's so many that needs to step up, but we don't have them.
But they're learning that behavior from somewhere.
Everything is learned behavior.
You know what I mean? So
everything is learned behavior.
That behavior doesn't just come naturally to a young man that just
these kids
say whatever they gotta say.
Just like hatred and just like bigotry, just like racism. That's learned. All that's learned behavior. Because you can see kids all day in elementary school playing with each other. They don't know that their mother don't like blacks. They don't know that. But James is my friend. And guess what? And until somebody teaches him that James is not his friend, James gonna be his friend. Because he don't see a reason why James can't be his friend. Because we don't have the same skin color. But that's a learned behavior. So what the youth doesn't have right now is good, respectable, learned behavior. And we don't have anyone. And I'm not gonna say we don't have as many as we need to show them because everybody getting killed off. Everybody getting killed off.
Or they just don't have the time. Sometimes,
if you want to change, you have to make time.
Sometimes you can't.
If you want to change, you have to make time.
I don't mean it like that. When I say they don't have the time, I mean you got to understand. We're talking about people who are you're not that much older than who you trying to assist and help, because everybody's so young. Mm-hmm. Mom young, dad young, grandma young.
Grandmother at 30.
You see what I'm saying? So
I just said that.
So they don't have that time.
Hold up, I was 14, so my mother was a grandmother at 33, I want to say.
I wasn't that young.
She beat them.
See what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. I from that point on until some years later, I thought every female I touched was going to end up pregnant. So I ain't touched nobody for a while. But this day and age, it's accepted.
Right.
It's accepted.
That's the new normal.
You partying with your granddaughter. What?
Yeah.
My mother named Ma. I don't know her first name.
Right.
I don't know my mother's first name. Mom, fill this application out. You can fill it. I don't know your first name.
That's why I said. That's why I said.
Oh, you know my goddamn name.
Mom, that's what I would write on it.
That's why I say
Mom.
these parents nowadays, they too busy
Want to be
being their friends with the kids, and that's not what it is.
So what I have a problem, what I have and don't have a problem with is I don't mind you having a great relationship with your mother.
Right.
Your mother should not be your best friend. It's just that's my opinion.
When
I
they
don't
get
mind
older,
the great relationship.
when they get right,
But saying, oh yeah, my mother's my best friend. Oh, that's a line I feel like you're crossing. I just feel like that's a line. Have a great relationship with your mother, but that's still your mother.
First.
Exactly. And I think a lot of
First.
times they bypass that part because nobody not saying you and your mother can't be friends. Nobody not saying you and your mother can't enjoy each other's company. But I can't tell you my mother, my best friend. I can't.
You're 100% right.
I can't. We have a great relationship. You know what I'm saying? When she called, that phone ring no matter what time. Mom, what's up? What's going on? I call my mother and say, Mom, meet me at the Fast Eddie's. We'll go party tonight. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
You ain't doing that?
Not with her. No.
That was your mom.
Not with Gwendolyn and Denise.
Some people.
You know her name now.
I know her name now.
Some people can get by. Some people can get by with that. I mean, I had to disagree with you a little bit on that. Okay. With the parents can come out and party. If it's their birthday, you show them a good time.
What's the difference between
a little bit
celebration,
right,
and just flat out
and partying?
Right. Sitting there watching your daughter twerk and you smacking her on the
You have a daughter?
I get it.
I have 3.
How would you feel? How old are your daughters?
30, 20.
Oh,
they older, right? They're adults.
Yeah, they're
okay.
Adults. They're all adults.
They ask you, come on out,
get it out,
and
But
you
my
see your
oldest is
daughter,
30.
you know, and she, yeah, it's about clapping time.
You
But
know?
she wanted you to come out to party with her birthday because she turned 30. But it's clapping season for her.
Would you feel funny?
Would
like
you
being
feel? How
in
would
the
you
same
feel? Would you
spot?
stop her?
First of
They
all,
females. That's a whole nother mindset. But go
no.
ahead.
First
I
of
don't
all,
know. Go ahead. Yeah, I want to hear. Go ahead.
if I'm out with my daughter, 30, whatever, my adult children. First of all, I may be out with them, but I'm not gonna be in their same space. I'm over here. I'm over there because I don't want to see what if they gonna do it. I don't want to see what they gonna do. But they know I'm here. I know they're there. I may look over, glance, make sure they all right every once in a while. But as far as me
But let them pop.
being right there in their circle and she over there twerking, clapping it, breaking it down, and smack. Nah, that's not. I'm not doing that.
But do you look over and be like, "That's my daughter"?
Look at my baby.
Go get it, bro.
No, I glance over, make sure, like I said, look over, make sure they good, and if I see them do it,
What's too much for you?
too much. When the clothes start rising and their body parts start being exposed, that is
As having an adult mother, as an adult child, having an adult child, do you feel like if I'm there, you can't drink so much?
no. If I'm there and I have adult children, I don't drink. So
Not you. I'm talking about if you see them consuming a whole lot and start
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't drink. So if they get intoxicated,
Okay.
I'm there. So I know how they're getting home. Ain't no, oh, I'm going home with him. No, do you know him?
But then you also got to remember, it's kind of like the questions. You know your kids, so you could possibly be asking questions of somebody who that's just not.
I have 2 grown
That's just
kids
not their
that drink,
child.
and no, matter of fact, I have 1 grown child that drinks,
And
2 that don't, but all 3 smoke weed.
chimney. Which one's the chimney?
All 3 of them. All 3 of them are professional smokers.
Call me first. You ain't gotta call no dude. Call your dad. When you adult and you're a grown ass woman, and you are an adult and you are
No
out here,
judgment zone.
you are on your own. Mm-hmm. You don't have that pressure. My daughter hit me, Dad. You got some trouble. Where they at? She know what she told me. He told me to call you first. They're gonna want something.
Mm-hmm.
I just, all right, how long before you be here? She's a grown ass woman. She is an adult. When you got your I still like the respect level is still here. because
it's supposed to be.
Because it's
it's supposed to be.
I don't play no games.
At least she ain't out there getting some old wacky weed from
wacky weed.
It's anything. That's money, whatever. Wacky you don't need. I tell my kid. I even tell my son. I said, listen, you only want your woman just to be your woman for the womanly things. You want to be independent. You can cook on your own. You can clean on your own. You can wash your own damn clothes. I don't need you to do none of that. I can do it all myself. You a bonus. The extra.
Yeah.
So my daughter, listen, you got a decision to make. You got the guy that love you to death. He's gonna treat you good. He's gonna give you everything you want, right? Mm-hmm. You got the guy who's violent. He's verbally abusive. He's physically abusive. Guess what? Both of them want. Listen.
They want something.
He ain't like that, Dad. There's no ever tell me ain't nobody like that. Everybody like that at the end of the day. I was like that. I'm probably still. Everybody, you gotta make a decision.
It's an investment. They're investing in trying to get that ass.
So everybody wanted it, so you just make a decision.
I had this story. I tell you, like my daughter goes to sleep. I watch her go, make sure she's good, tuck her in, and I just sit there for a minute. And I'd be like this. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to be in the room with you the first time, champ. Nah, champ, you can't. Nah, ain't no hitting it from the back. Lay down.
Wait a minute.
No legs up. Lay your legs like that. Nah, we ain't doing none of that, champ. You ain't gonna enjoy this.
The comments express.
What the hell?
I told y'all, Spanky is old school.
You ain't doing that.
This nigga just said he gotta be in the room
Yeah.
with the first
Well, I got a funny
So
story.
then that means he's gonna be in the room with his naked child while she trying to get her.
Listen, you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna enjoy the first one. That's for sure. You go.
Funny dad story, but not funny. My daughter actually, she told
She
me.
gonna have to just pull the drawers to the side. She gonna
My daughter told me before she even told her mother that she was pregnant, right? And I'm not her. She did not come from inside of me. I've had her since she was 5 years old, so that's my baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how much I love her, right? So, but I'm like, what? How did this happen? She said,
yeah, we was laying down.
She said,
play by play.
She said,
I
went to grab it, and
I
said,
you asked for it.
I don't know how did it happen.
He gave you the play by play.
You color commentary.
That was a why weren't you? Not a how did it happen?
You gotta be a little bit more specific.
Me and my daughter, like her birthday is the very next day after mine. So
yeah, you gotta be careful what you ask these kids nowadays.
But I don't care.
Yeah,
because some of them not gonna lie. They're not gonna lie to you.
Ain't no head given the first. Nah, she ain't doing none of that, champ. Go ahead, lay down and
he said,
we ain't doing none of that.
He gonna look at you, gonna say, "You too late."
Yeah,
this Martin on Bad Boys.
You too late up.
Yeah,
you know about that being in the room shit.
So what was the first time you accepted? What was the first time you accepted somebody calling you up and didn't feel like, nigga, I ain't no fucking.
I still haven't accepted it yet. But I know I'm blessed to see this age.
That's what right.
But being called, I call people so now when dude, look, man, what's up, I be like this.
At the end of the day,
you talking to?
You shouldn't even look at it like that. I would.
No, but you know what?
Take it as a respect.
It's because you know these days to see a certain people, it is not just dying from violence. People don't know how healthy or unhealthy they are. You know what I'm saying? So people waking up dead, and from stuff they didn't even know they had. And COVID showed us that.
There ain't nobody out here calling me auntie.
You want somebody to call you auntie?
Oh, they call me Gigi.
Okay. We don't know, but one thing about it, if we don't tell these kids, go gonna die. If we don't have,
I got a question for you. Go ahead.
If we don't have some type, and I say this, and I had one of the great interviews I had with D. Floyd right before he about to retire, and one of the things he said to me was, Spanky, we don't have a farm system for go-go, and if we don't develop one soon, we're going to be listening to go-go from DJs. And I've always said this for like years, we don't have a farm system. Baseball got one, football got one, basketball got all the major entities that produce money and talent. All they got a farm system. Go-go don't have one.
Rap even got one.
Yeah, rap got one.
Even with the
Because
battle rap shit.
they help them and all. Go don't have a farm system. So what happens when all your good bands start to get older?
We talk about that all the time. All the time.
Who you passing the mantle to? You gonna keep paying till Vab start charging y'all $27,000 a show?
And you know, and Nudie said this all the time. Even the bounce beat bands are getting older.
They are
right underneath us.
They
right underneath us.
Because you had to think about bounce beat really came to form about 95. What's that? 27 years.
That sound like the golden time. That's like the golden time of backyard.
Yeah. That's 27 years.
95.
And they were what, 20? So you're looking at 45, yo, still
they right after us.
I mean, but if they 45, guess what the crowd is? 45. Because they following their bands.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we need to develop a farm system. But how, when you got social media showing you can make $1 million rapping, saying anything, on beat, off beat, with a beat, without a beat, acapella, acapulco, all that. They are horrible. But they go on tour, and the dude that's one of the horriblest rappers, the Lil Baby, whatever, 15 million last year just touring. Lord Dirt, 21 million touring. I understand too, but when he came here and went to Howard, he walked off the stage because they were standing there looking at him. He said, I see y'all not feeling me, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. He was on stage 7 minutes. And you walk, because everybody not gonna accept it. But these kids see that. When I was growing up, everybody wanted to be in the band. Everybody wanted to be in the band. My goal in life was to do two things: be in a band and get as many girls that I can that won't end up pregnant. Two goals I had in life.
Right.
Graduating high school wasn't even thought of because who cares?
Because that wasn't what it was.
Thing. But guess what?
Right.
If you was in a band, you're gonna get all the girls. Now, I mean, it's just.
I think that's still a thing though. If you're in a band, you still can get the girls.
You can. It's still a lot of groupies out here. That's a lot of old groupies. I mean, no, I'm gonna tell you. Know when you gonna find the old groupies? Go to one of them big parties they have at hotels and stuff like that. Them 49 and 61-year-old groupies. They still So I'm 61-year-old. Somebody grabbed me one day.
Somebody grandmother leg gonna be up, man.
And she was like, "Hey, Spanky." I'm like this. Hey, good with faces, bad with names. And I hate that somebody know my name and I don't know theirs. Hey, Spanky.
They make you feel bad.
It make me feel bad because you took the time to remember my name. I don't know you. Hey, Spanky, where you been? I've been chilling. I ain't been saying you 70. I don't even want to ask where you been.
70.
You been here, huh?
She was Bling Y'all fan?
Man, I got a lot of them.
Dang.
I got a lot. People ask me all the time when Bling Y'all come back, man. I'm like, we do have one finale show coming up, but it's gonna be like
it's a grand finale.
Grand finale. It's gonna be so epic. We got people calling that want to be a part of it. When I say it's gonna be epic, it's gonna be like a movie. But it's gonna be the end of Bling Y'all though, man. We ain't doing nothing else.
That's it.
It's gonna be the end of Bling Y'all, man.
We asked all our guests, and we got into a deep conversation when Joe Jackson and Blue was on the show.
Okay.
Where do you see GoGo in 15, 20 years?
On DJ's current.
Same thing Joe Jackson said.
DJ's current.
Same thing.
Because we don't have a farm system.
Right.
And also, we don't have promoters. Tell you why. We don't have promoters. We have people with PP loans that got a couple of dollars and want to throw a party.
Throwing parties.
So you're banking on the door. So what are you going to do? You don't even care about what the band sound like. You know that particular band gonna bring 150 to 200 people. So that's what you care about. So if you keep promoting that band, how you know this band don't have the time to get on? You won't even put them on. And if you do, you're gonna severely lowball them. So how is this farm system supposed to grow when our people, I don't want to use the word promoters, the niggas with money, throwing these events with the same lineup? How are these other bands supposed to grow? And then you put them in venues where you know nobody's gonna come see them. But then, y'all gotta build y'all following up. Okay. How? You see what I'm saying? They already fighting over venues because it's not a lot of
engineers.
You know what I'm saying?
They definitely fighting over engineers.
And then you got these people with money that's say you throwing a party, but you don't like crank. You like to sit back and two-step all night. Right. So you're not gonna book a band that parties hard. You're gonna book a band that slowed it down. So that's what you're gonna book.
Right.
Do that make you a good promoter? Because you typecast it?
No.
Exactly. It makes you a businessman. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we lost. We don't have promoters anymore. We got business people or people just trying to make a buck. But you have a lot of bands out here that sound good, but nobody's gonna ever hear them. In 15 to 20 years, when it's people like you and other DJs,
and I say that all the time. It's a lot of great sounding bands underneath of the big 5 or 6 bands that's out here. It's a lot of great quality music. I mean, a lot.
How many? I mean, it's a lot.
It depends on what you like.
They mess, in my opinion. Go when they started differentiating the lanes of go from bounce beat and grown and sexy and crank and house band. When first of all, when go was just my band crank better than yours, that's it. 80s all through the 90s. That was go. Right. Now when you got bounce beat, now you got crank, now you got grown and sexy, now you got R&B go. Right. Now you got top 5 and black hat. You see what I'm saying? It's so many different lanes now. You can go anywhere.
Right.
And if you're a guy that's older, you're not going to pick the TCBs of the world. You know what I'm saying? You're going to pick that older band because your crowd is older.
No, he just said TCBs is the number one band.
Who said it?
Scooter.
Me.
That's his opinion.
It's not his opinion.
It is his opinion.
He's just talking.
That's still his opinion.
It wasn't his opinion. He's just talking.
TCB's
not his number one band.
His number one band.
No, I'm saying. I said it's his opinion.
It's not.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I said what?
That's what he like.
I love TCB.
I'd say that to piss a lot of people off.
But you don't.
Well, listen. My favorite band is back. Always have been, always will be.
No, it's not. You lying. Do Junkyard know this?
Absolutely not. Bugs know it. On the show with Bug for 5 years, he knew it every day. He knew
said
it was
that to
back.
his face
All the time. I won't say it now.
Hey, eyes closed or was it open?
Huh?
Was the eyes closed or
When
open?
we were on break and he was outside smoking. and
you know he watching. You know he watching.
No, we don't have that one promoter. Well, we do, but they have failed back. They have fallen back. Big Vic. We had the Icy Ices and all that.
Tricky.
You know what I'm saying? Tricky. They have now decided to do events.
They're doing big events.
Right.
Big
you know what I'm
events.
saying? Because as you get older, you have to start thinking long term. And there's no consistency because the only band that are consistent is Backyard Essence. I mean, when you think about bands
Backyard
like that,
Essence, that's the only two consistent bands.
That's it.
That's the two bands you think of
when you mean consistency as far as
people.
Consistently bringing a certain amount of number.
Yeah.
Every show.
Okay.
Every show.
That's why when you hear about Backyard and RE charging $5,500 a show,
because they're worth it. They get it.
They're getting it.
They get it.
That's life.
You know, but guess what though? When
No,
you charge $80 at the door,
they said $55 a show for the band. That's what the band's charging.
You at the door?
I mean,
the door is 80.
Yeah, 60. I'm not doing
Oh
that.
shit, the door was 80 when I got the fast 80, 70, 80 the other day.
60 is when you first get there.
Who was there?
What Jesus?
I'm saying what bands was there?
I don't know. No, it was shit. It had to be if I went. It had to be what band? Backyard, probably.
No, wasn't that the weekend before last?
That was weekend before last.
No, I just said like whatever it was the other day, whatever. And then the other day I went. It was Essence. It was two. It was Essence and I want to say it was Essence and Kim and Scooby. I think. It was like
that was Friday.
And it was on Friday. That was on Friday.
It was like
and it was $80.
No. I said it was $70. Answer the phone. You want to say answer the phone?
No. Yeah, you have to $80 to get in.
I'm not doing that.
How about 200 down Miami to get in?
I'm not doing that either.
200.
I'd go on the beach.
Right.
I'm in Miami.
You go see Backyard down Miami. But you know
I'm
what though?
not flying 3 hours to-
If I tell you
can see
$200 and you pay it, I can't even be mad at you. I can't be mad at you if I say it's 200 at the door and you pay it to walk. Hey, yes.
Blue, I said stop lying.
What's up, Blue?
Oh.
Yeah, it's the but like I said, outside of those two
to
bands,
go see a national artist, so I know I'm not going to do go see. No, I'm not
but you know, with a national artist,
I get it.
I get it, but I get these people in them business to make money, but don't kill your people at the same time,
right?
Because you might have another event, maybe say,
and they won't
4
show
months
up
from that. They're not coming
because they know you be price gouging.
Listen, at the end of the day, I already know these bands making their coin. That's why I focus on the ones at lower on the totem pole. You know what I mean? Because
But that's where the grind is at.
listen, they need to be seen. People need to know their name. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm here for.
But at the, I mean,
Because if I get the same entertainment that I would get if I was going to see them, like, yeah.
But you know what? You might. You just don't know. You might. You
I
might
mean,
still get the same party.
you get all the respect in the world for that, but and they might sound good, but the promoter only gonna hire nowadays, like he said, who gonna fill that club.
Yeah. And that's all that matters.
And that's all that matters.
The worst band sound in the world.
And you could
but if
be
you
a
got
great
200
sounding
people
band.
coming,
People, they don't give a fuck about that.
they gonna they so what I say is they're not booking the band, they're booking their crowd. Right. That's it. That's him.
Is there something wrong with that?
Promoters, I thought promoters, right?
We don't.
I thought promoters, like when you have, when I think of a promoter, I think of those promoters who do the leg work and they promote their show with whatever entertainment that they have on that show. And I'm not necessarily talking about any go. I'm not just referencing
Typecast, right?
I'm talking about like national
Entertainment period.
Yeah. So they usually do the legwork, and most of the people that's coming to those events is usually there on the strength of that promoter, because I know that promoter throws a good party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like that's not how it is.
It's only one promoter I know that's like that, and I had to.
No, absolutely not.
Was they gonna pay you?
Was he gonna give me? He said no. He was like, "You the fly made man." I said, "What? That's what red carpet won't do. Do that. We won't do that." But that's the difference between a promoter.
If it's in your contract, would you do that?
You had to pay me more. I'm spending my money for your event.
That's what I'm saying. If they paid you to do that. Okay, I get it.
But you paying me to perform, and yet you telling me you get mad. I checked your page and I ain't see it on it. I don't care about none of that. That's not what we supposed to do. We ain't going to practice to see how we gonna put the most post up on this site about this show. But you the promoter. So that's why they are going after the bands with the fans. So like I say, they're not booking Vibe, because let's be honest. I'm not getting out the bed and running to go see Vibe. But you got 200 people that will. And the promoters or the party throwers, they know this. If Vibe, my price go up every week. Who else you gonna call? You're not trying to get a younger bands no chance.
Right.
Who else you gonna call? One week my price gonna be 5,000, next one gonna be 5,100. The week after that, 5,200. You ain't calling nobody else. But if you do, you're gonna call Kim and Scooby, they book. Gonna call Silver Me, they book. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters?
I'm about to say it.
But Vibe always book too.
That's what I'm saying.
Vibe always book.
But guess what? That's a ploy that I would use. They don't know I ain't booked.
But if you after that fast dollar, if the band's after that fast dollar, most of them don't care. They're gonna take the show anyway.
Yeah.
So that's and Joe Jackson touched on that while he was here too. Mm-hmm. It's all about the fast dollar. You selling yourself short.
don't get it wrong. There are a lot of bands deserving of attention. There are a lot of bands deserving of attention.
Right.
We have a lot of bands out here who should be seen and heard. Damn.
Yeah.
Smell it, right?
I'm going to jail. I like that. I'm going to jail. I take urine. So
Like you say, he going straight to jail. What's up, Holmes?
So yeah, you have it's a lot of bands out here who should be seen. But like I said, when you have those party throwers, they're looking to make money because they're basing everything off the door. As a promoter,
Some of them.
As a promoter, when I throw my event, I got my money in my pocket. Exactly. If I got to go to the most machine, I'm gonna go to the most machine. But I got the money in my pocket.
That nigga said the most machine.
Listen.
Told you old school.
But I got your money.
That's what I think of when I think of a promoter. A promoter,
I got the money in my pocket.
You should already have your funds.
It's in the pocket.
If I'm gonna reference GoGo. If you are trying to hire a go-go band to do a certain event, then boom. Once they tell you their number, all right, I got that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You should already be able to cover that.
Right.
Period.
Especially who you know you're going to go get.
It shouldn't be, oh, well, you know, the night of the show, depending on how the door do, you know what I'm saying? I got your money.
But what if they've been through a situation where as though listen. Go ahead.
If that band gets up there and entertains, it's a live band. They're not him on the microphone with a fucking DJ behind him getting, you know, and a hype man. No, it's a live band. All these talented motherfuckers on stage playing these instruments, doing a show. For even if it's 5 people in the goddamn room, they got up there. You hired them to do a job. They did their job. Now they have to wait on the door.
At the end of the night,
I get that. I didn't hear that one part, but I get it.
So that's the difference between the promoter and people that's throwing parties. Because the promoter, your money right here, or you might get it before you hit the stage, like Sugar Baby. He ain't touching the stage until you hand him that
Backyard the same way.
RE. The bigger bands are like that. You're not touching the stage until they get their money. But we have been, and I say we, I mean red carpet. We have been in a situation where we were told a price, and at the end of the night, that price came with an excuse.
I've heard that.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not that it's very few. The promoters very, very far between. You know, you did it, you got your little PP loan, and now you want to get back up.
You sound like you kind of upset that niggas got PP loans.
Because I didn't get one.
You didn't say that like 4 times.
And I didn't know anybody who was doing it. You have to think about scenarios. Ooh, I'm about to go book back. I got $20,000. Okay, you got backyard. Backyard want $5,000. You don't even got a spot yet. Let's say the spot you want 115. So then you're at 65. You ain't paid for security, sound, none of that yet. So now where your money at? You ain't made a dime yet. You
making. Because we was doing things ourselves, and we was doing it because we love music, number one. Number two, we was trying to be famous. We wanted to be famous. We love what we did, and we wanted to be famous, bro. Like real life. We wanted to be known as one of the best.
It ain't no loyalty within the band, which also causes musicians to hop from band to band. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm riding with you, but you treat me like some shit on the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah.
Slim, what you
well,
you expect me to sit here and keep taking it?
That comes from a lot of men that don't really know how to be real leaders. Okay. We got some men that can lead men and some men that can't. Some men that try. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it be, man. You gotta first, as a leader, you gotta know how to serve, you know. If you ain't a servant first, then you ain't gonna be a good leader, bro.
Yeah, shit ain't going
with you trying to think you the end all to be all.
I also,
even though you might be,
I also think that it has to be more than just money to motivate you at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
It gotta be, because most people in the bands now, late 30s, 40s, 50, depending on what band you're discussing, it has to be more than money. What do you plan to do at 49, 51? What are you trying to do? You know, is it about the legacy? Is it about the, your when you're done, what can you say? And I say this. When you look at these bands that's getting booked all the time, 3, 4, 5 nights a week, then you turn the radio on. You don't hear nothing on the radio from them.
But the radio ain't playing the shit.
Why would they?
We listen.
We stay playing all the stuff off the radio.
Hold on.
Yeah, they're playing the whole radio.
Go gets what, 30 minutes?
That's horrible.
Maybe?
In your hometown, but that's something totally different.
But you know what? The private DJ Reds now, they really be pushing go. And Rico does on Rico. And they can I don't want to hear it because they're doing cover songs, because at the end of the day, there's periods throughout after those cover songs that they're just playing crank, like they're doing something other than just singing a cover song. So you can play that part. But you know what?
But you're going to have to find that crank part, because a lot of them bands ain't doing it.
What's the band that she's with?
Reaction?
No, and Reaction. Yeah. They play her.
No, she's talking about the song that they're playing on the radio.
The radio station don't know this, but there's
no more.
They know now.
When I turn on Drive 5 or turn on the radio, that's all I hear.
Oh yeah, Ben's definitely blowing up. I went to go share at Martini's last Saturday too. Great job.
They're gonna play the one because
you can't play nothing else.
But that's the thing. The bands are not seen. That's what I'm saying. It got to be more than money. What are you trying to leave behind when you stop? Because at some point you're gonna stop. Some point you're gonna need to stop.
Well, you're supposed to stop.
Yeah, at some point you can't play basketball forever.
But not in this league. This league.
I think with music you can play. Yeah, I would say in music.
Listen,
I mean,
me and my good guy Kendall had a conversation about this like a couple weeks ago, and he reminded me of something, and it was like, Slim, it just made the most sense. He was like, Slim, you already see the young boys out here, the 10-17s, the little baby and them. They the new wave. You don't see Jay-Z. You don't see Jay-Z popping out every week. You see his concert once, twice, maybe 3 times a year. I'm just saying the big dogs when they're retired, or I ain't even gonna say retired, when they just they're not at the top no more. Their prime is over. It's another wave time.
Sometimes people don't want to let it go.
They fall back and progress to something else, and makes themselves something else. So when they, like I said, very exclusive. Mick Jagger and them, when they retired, nigga, they don't do a tour every 2 months, 3 weeks.
Exclusive. That's what's important. When you get to that type of status, that you invest your money and you have other streams of income, because you're not going to always be in the stage doing what you do. You got to keep that income going at the end of the day. I can't imagine Mick Jagger retiring and then going and working in the office. Like,
that ain't
he won't do that.
Them, they grew up in music. That's all they know. That's all they eat.
Or they can always, if all else fails, go work down the pink. That's
Go down
it.
to pink.
Go work down the pink.
Good God.
Look, they done kidnapped Diamond, so they need a security nigga. I'm about to put my application in.
Oh.
They always have.
You talk about going all the way to Chuckaloosa. The reason why, or how some of the older bands, why they got into, like, I guess more or less like their passion. It was just that. It's their passion. They came in. It was, if anything, it wasn't even about money back then. It was more or less of just being popular. And
Groupie love.
I heard a lot of the male band members, you know, like that was way back when. It was like, yeah, it was the popularity, you know, the school, everybody knew them and all of that. But when it became more industrialized, where it was like, damn, we can actually like not just a couple of dollars to get on the train and go to the movies.
House no money.
When they got signed to the record labels, but they didn't teach them how to do it, how to legitimize. And we talked about that sometimes. They was never taught that or taught how to manage their money when they did have the money coming in. And they didn't teach them about being original, having their original music, and knowing how to preserve that so that way no one steals it from you. And that's not even go-go. That's any genre of music.
Music, period. Yeah.
Music, period. You hear about the Temptations and the Four Tops and Jackie Wilson, all them artists from the 50s, 60s, 70s that got their shit snatched from them because they did not have the education fighting about their masses. They fight about their masses, and you got janky ass promoters.
That's why a lot of them guys still touring. They got to make a living.
Like Frankie Beverly. He can't even sing no more.
He's still out there.
That man.
And it's not because he wants to, and that could be
He got to.
He got to.
because that's all he knows.
And he broke.
Yep.
And he's sick.
And yeah, that's why
And
he's.
he got doctor bills.
He got that. You know, he's out here Milli Vanillian.
And he can't just go to social.
He out here, yeah.
He can't just go to social services and get.
No, because you Frankie Beverly. Because they're going to be like, where your money at? Go sell an album or something like that. But at the end of the day, though, you can.
Listen, he sold his song to Beyonce. So she could do it. He get paid off for that. That's what, that was an original
That was smart.
song. Exactly.
That was smart. And she going to blow it up, and then she going to give you that little couple of dollars off.
She done blew it up.
Yeah.
And I still hate the song.
What song y'all talking about?
Yeah.
But it's only, I mean, he gets like a lump, but then it's whenever they play it.
Every time you spend, just like on GoGo Royalty, when you go get RCA on GoGo Royalty plug, you will get you will hit a good crank and we get paid. So go check out 10/20/22 on GoGo Royalty, red carpet down the Oyster Bar.
10/22.
Yeah, 10/20/22. 10/20. 10/20.
Shout out to my main man
Billy,
My
listen.
guy Billy.
What's up, Billy?
Billy?
Billy Chaos. Billy said I got the 20K.
So right now we have starting next Sunday, every Sunday at Five Sisters out Laurel.
Oh, okay.
Football season, we're gonna carry that through the season and keep it going. We are in negotiations with Oyster Bar, the owners of Oyster Bar. We trying and right.
No, we're not a glad.
And we are open. You know, we don't have anything else outside of that one right now, but we you know, spot gig when necessary. Call Scooter. Nah. You can call me. I don't have social media because I just don't. I don't know how to get back on, so I just won't. But you can call my phone.
I can tell them your real name.
Are you gonna run my social media?
I can tell them your real name right now.
I don't want them to turn to my real name. It's Spanky. You can call me at 202-855-0210. 202-855-0210 for booking information. Now that guy's my real name.
Y'all got a
Daryl Morrow 822@gmail.com. I just did.
I'm gonna say this, y'all. I have a very good group of talented guys with me, and I don't even fucking think like that, Holmes. Like, y'all niggas need to stop what you doing, bro. Like, real life. Wherever y'all want to pay us to play, don't even think about it. Because I've been hearing a lot of people saying, oh, they ain't gonna play this or they ain't gonna do that for you. And no, call Spanky.
or reach out to me, and we gonna get the deal done. We gonna play first.
Yeah,
we gonna play second.
We don't care where we play at.
Third. Wherever you want us to play,
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna play. You know,
We don't care.
saying?
We in our mind, it's like you don't want to play behind us anyway.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm about to quit.
Listen.
You don't want to. I'm about to say something else, but I'm about to say,
like my good man just said though, man. We definitely like to light the party up, man. We like to set the stage on fire. So for whoever want to play, you know what I'm saying,
after us,
their music after us.
You gotta be strategic in the words you use.
It's gonna be a hell of a night. But I like I said, man, I'm about building a party. I'm not really into the competition thing. Like if we on the car with a band, that's because we're there to build a unforgettable night for somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
about
here
the business.
Now don't get it twisted. I'm still coming to put foot to ass when I hit the stage,
Yes,
but
indeed.
at the same time, it's with a different intent and purpose. You feel me? Whatever I do on the stage, I know Jordan, he felt good dropping 65, but at the same time, he did it in between the lines. After that, then it is what it is. It ain't no malice. It's none of that.
Unless you ask for it.
Yeah. Even Stissy, that's
unless you ask for it.
For me, even if they ask for an ass whooping, I'm gonna give it to them. No gay. I'm gonna alley-oop that real nice. You know what I'm saying? In a bow form. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Like we did before. I ain't gonna mention no names, but yeah. I listen.
You ask for it, we're gonna get it to you.
And that part.
Man, I appreciate y'all letting me.
What was that?
Wrap it up.
Jesus.
Listen, I appreciate y'all letting me come on the show, man.
Yeah, thank you for having us, man. Thanks for having us on the show, man.
Thank you for allowing us to be on y'all show, man. I love the after party ever since it came into conception. And I always told y'all, man, y'all know if y'all ever need me to come through, man. And
look, anytime you got some extra gas money, stop through.
Oh, hell no, I got kids.
Real quick before we get out of here, y'all. Real quick.
Gas is high. Gas money. He's saying, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to my brother Sean, SP.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Peasy, man. Shout out to Peasy and his lady, man. They always pull up.
Anybody that want to run the red carpet social media, call me.
RCA band DC on IG, you know what I'm saying? Red Carpet Affair on Facebook.
And we all over YouTube and Schooner's page. Go check out Schooner.
Oh yeah, we all over.
Thousands of views.
Schooner. Shout out to my guy Schooner too while I'm on here, man, because I appreciate my people that genuinely just show love and support everybody. I